for makeup work purposes, the goals for class today talk about how to use the library to order books in your English class. Our goals for class today include recognizing complexity in writing, copying down a few sample sentences that you can use on this cheat sheet, this sentence variety card for the lab next week. And then we're going to follow up with a CPS to see how well your class is able to sort out when a piece of writing has complexity and when it doesn't. And there's 20 questions in there. It's been going pretty well today, so I've been pleasantly surprised. The presentation up here corresponds with your card. The only thing you're responsible for writing down is in red. I have the notes, I have a handout of the notes. I want you to take the sample sentences because it's one form of engagement today. So we're going to start back in first grade, second grade, third grade, and remind you what a sentence is. And the only thing you need to copy down, like I said, is red. All my sentences are about the Stephen King book, Stephen King's It. 2,000 pages of terrifying goodness. So the first thing you need to remember from elementary school is that sentences are meant to be full ideas. If it's a full idea, it means it's independent, it can stand by itself. Last week we were trying to sort out what's a verb and what's a noun. Every sentence in the English language has to have the two bare bones pieces of having a noun that it's focused on and having a verb. This is a verb because of am, is, are, was, were, which was our tongue twister last week to help us remember that they were verbs. So simple sentences are pretty much straight up what you probably all can write in, at least somewhat decently. I had a junior turn in a journal on Friday, and over the weekend, every single sentence that he wrote in that journal was a simple sentence. In your writing, when I go to label your sentence types, I will label them with what looks like math. So if you write a simple sentence, it's the basic simple sentence, and it gets a 1, just like 1 is simple in math. as a soul. Where they are can fall anywhere in a sentence. Sometimes it's helpful to learn them in one way before you expand. So let's talk. These are ones that start the beginning of a sentence. These are cause and effect phrases. As we move through the years, life is full of hardship. Since the world is chaotic, life is full of hardship. Because of the cruelty in the world, life is full of hardship. These phrases have answered how is life full of hardship? Why is it full of hardship? And when is it full of hardship? These are the same sentences, but the phrases are placed at the end. So you can place these half phrases at the beginning or the end, and oh my God, you can even put them in the middle. But that becomes a comma issue as far as using your comma. So it can be the beginning, the middle, or the end. Flip over to the back part of your card. I need for you to collect 10 subordinators. And we're going to talk about subordination here in just a second. Here's the list. don't you pick that whereas unless you're planning on using it next week. So pick 10 of these subordinators. Next week, if I